Rodriguez Jackson TV, and I'm here with.
Leon Abram.
So what's been going on, Leon?
Been cooling, hanging in. Suffer some loss in my kids and my baby mother. We're not no more together presently, but hopefully my future is going to look bright soon.
Yeah, you still standing. So, you're strong.
Brave.
Let's get into it a little bit. Like, can you show a photo of, old photo of your kids, mother and kids?
Okay, so this is my family.
Turn it this way.
This is my family. My baby mother, my 3 beautiful kids, my son, my 2 daughters. And
So, how did you all meet?
I met her in Washington, D.C. aboard one of the Metro bus routes. So we got to talking and rapping, stuff like that. It was around August of 2011. So from there, we started talking, texting, and conversating each other. And forward going, things got a little bit good on some terms. We liked each other.
So, when was your first date?
First date.
Like, you all talked for how long before you went on your first date?
Before we moved our relationship forward, we was like maybe 10 to 20 days, maybe something into our relationship before we went on a date. Because I'm kind of like a little, not a fast mover. I'm like a take my time type before I even go out on the date. My choice of women, whatever, they gave like my baby mother or whichever comes my way, So
you say y'all met on a Metro bus, or?
yeah, it's a Metro bus in Washington D.C.
So, what bus did y'all meet on?
A6.
You
formerly A6, but now it's a new Metro bus route.
And so you pulled up on her?
Yeah, I pulled up on her. I stepped aboard, and I kind of like tapped my fare on the fare box machine, whatever we want to call it, smart trip machine, aboard the Metro bus in Washington, D.C. And I took my time stepping to the back of the bus. So I passed by a pretty young, short, sexy mama. And I kind of like glanced down. I said, I like what I see. So, like, you're a perfect woman for me. Maybe we can exchange numbers or something like that. We can go on a date one day. So, that's how we met. And that's how this family came to a blooming. Made me happy.
And so, where did y'all go on your first date?
So, we went to Fur Rockers, Ruby Tuesday, places like that. And we like partying at the clubs, something like that.
And so, what are some of the things y'all had in common?
We up there like the same type of food, maybe the same color sometimes. Obviously, she like Mickey Mouse pancakes, waffles, some type of sunny side egg up, like Walt Disney type first class international breakfast, and like eggs, bacon, whatever way, type how you like your breakfast in the morning time, and dinner,
Okay.
all first class, nice sous chef type meals, like you on the air, like you flying Air France or British Airways or American Airlines somewhere around the world, whichever, it's right there.
Okay, so how long did it take you two to fall in love?
Took like maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Ooh, y'all was on it, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes,
2 weeks.
sir.
Y'all fell in love in 2 weeks. And eventually, you all moved in together.
Yes, sir.
How long did that take?
Let's see. Moved in about maybe take a month, like 2 months.
2 months. 2 months you moved in, and then you all had your first child.
In 2014.
Okay.
My daughter was born in 2014. My son was born in 2015. The first child was born in 2011.
Yeah, I was kind of back to back with the couple stepchildren. Kind of back to back with the children. I was going for it.
Yeah, I'd say.
And so, one of the saddest things is, well, we'll get into the saddest thing in a little bit, but she alleged that your son, Kashmir,
Mm-hmm.
was your father's son
Yes, sir.
instead of your son.
Right.
I'll show a brief picture of your father, right quick. I'm gonna zoom it in.
That's my father right there.
How did you feel about that?
Well, when I first heard or seen, I took action, and it kind of like made me upset. Not miserable, but kind of like mad a little bit.
Who you mad at? Both her and your father, or just your father, or just her?
Mad at both, but things kind of like got out of that predicament, later on, stuff like that.
So did you forgive him or her or both? Or
Nah, I still haven't forgiven about that. I'm just, kind of like still upset, but kind of like.
I know that had to hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's like how you had 3 children with this woman,
Yes, sir.
and then
It's like that was a total mistake on that end right there. That was bad just to do it to hurt me a little, than to hurt themselves, because it's not that kind of, they should never have did that in the first place.
who are you more angry with, her or your dad?
Mainly, I'm angry with both of them about that right there, which should never have happened in the first place.
Yeah, that should never happen. A father getting with the son's lady. So
Yeah, that's a terrible predicament. If any guys going through the same issue like that, that is terrible, and it's heartwarming just to go in that type of way, and how life is going, and things not going according to how they thought it was going, but it's pretty bad, sad in both ways and stuff.
So how long did this go on, do you think? Them two,
This went on for like maybe, it's like when I go to work.
You think they get together?
Yeah. It's like maybe something into that precisely that, when I go to work or I'm away from the house somewhere, and I come home and she tells me things, and then I got to, go to my father and try to like, what's the commotion, what happened when I'm coming from work or anywhere else. I have to, take care of business with that matter, whatever.
That had to be really hard to deal with. It's like you had to come back, you're going to work, you don't know what's going on in that situation.
Yes, sir.
Because I noticed that, sometimes because you have the same genes as your dad. And, I used to always be like, man, Cashmere look just like your father, which can happen because you have the same genes. But it seemed like the more I said it, you two used to start to get quiet. And then that's when I noticed something went right.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you never come out and say anything about it, but she came out first.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, Casimir is really not Leon's son, it's his brother. So I was like, oh my goodness, you serious?
Mm-hmm.
But, to say she be talking, outside of her head sometimes, so I ain't really know what to believe. But hey, it all came out. And I think you were saying the signs early.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Later on, you two had split. Don't know, was it because of that, or why did you two end up breaking up after having 3 kids and being together?
Well, basically, she had one of her friends come over our home, and he stayed in the house. She tried to tell me to ask him to leave and go where he go. Go tell him to go home, but he never left our home. So it's like that's another predicament that's not went well at all.
So the friend was a guy or girl?
It's a guy.
He never left the home. And she wanted him to stay over.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you all broke up.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
you think that them two were getting together?
Yeah. Because it was like I had my son with me on the couch, and she's back there, right there, and he's next to her. So I'm looking, taking my, make sure she's okay, and I wouldn't think about him, but I keep on, had to take care of my son because he was first, like a few months he was born. Actually, a few days. He was a few days old and stuff like that. So he was what would you say? He was a newborn, about 6 months, almost a year. Yeah, about 6 months, almost a year old. About that time right there, when that happened, and when he went.
So how did you eventually find out? I mean, I know about the guy, whatever. I just want to go back to your father and baby mama. How did you eventually find out that that was his kid instead of yours, and them two of them were getting together like that?
Yeah, so it's like maybe he sneaks around morning when I'm not around, like when I'm at work, and he goes like talk to her for some reason, and she called me sometimes, just say what's going on. Oh, so I said, okay, I'll take care of that.
What was going on when she was calling?
So she said my father would come where she is, which doesn't seem right to me. It's kind of like hard to think of that type of situation would happen.
So he would come in the room where she was.
Mm-hmm. Just to, maybe not see the grandkids, just to see her, what she's up to, something like that, maybe.
And so the first time, that they got intimate, did she tell you about it?
Yeah, she was kind of like something like that, rubbed it into me.
Or it was like to make you upset, or?
It was kind of like upsetting me sometimes, but I, push forward and wouldn't think of it like that. Just keep going, just here to take care of my family. That's the way we can get along together, something like that.
And so when Casimir was born, did you think he was yours or your dad, or you just thought he was yours?
Basically, I'm saying, I'm gonna go back to this picture, see. Father there, the son there, and this is me. It's my son, it's my father right there. So I'm gonna say, he isn't hers. He isn't my father's son, because me and him kind of like resemble each other.
Yeah, but Later on, she tried to take your dad for child support.
Yes, sir. That course right there.
He didn't go take the test.
Sure that he refused to take the blood test for that right there.
So did that make you feel like, it had to be his if he wouldn't take the test?
Really,
Even though he refused to take the test?
If he refused, I'm saying, because my father and me look alike too, somewhere, so. And then.
But the test would prove
it would.
whether the child is his or yours.
No, yeah, exactly. It's true right there. Just to predict it, sometime it might come out negative. No, that is, it's still my kid. No.
So, regardless of what happened, whether it's your father's kid or not, do you still claim Casimir is yours?
Yes, sir. I still claim as my son. Because he's older now. He's doing things for himself. No, he's in school. Whatever. No, even though I don't see him like that.
Later on, after your son's mother tried to take your dad for child support, your brother called me and he was like, man, we should jump him. Disrespect my mother. And I told him not to do it. I said, because, karma will come back for everybody in some type of way. Because I couldn't understand how he felt. Your mom, they live together.
Yeah.
But then I know there's temptation, young, pretty woman in the house.
Yes, sir.
Which lines still shouldn't have been crossed.
Right.
Your dad's part.
Yeah.
Or her part.
Cross the border.
Yeah.
To their own type of situation. But never should have happened right there. And so, my brother, he did kind of like interact with them, but me, I stood back away from that situation right there, and whatever had happened, that had happened on my brother's agenda, whatever. So I didn't participate in that type or I ignored that right there. But part of my situation with me, that was between those two subjects, my brother and the guy.
Did your mom find out about it? Like, how did she feel about it? Did she believe?
Oh, most of it. She was upset, and I'm kind of sure she still is upset about that situation.
Was she more mad at your dad or mad at her or both?
She's mad at both, but more at the daughter-in-law.
Well, I think she should have been mad at your dad because, marriage, you ain't supposed to go outside of it. And then, to do that to a son, that was like your wife. You had 3 kids together. You were married, but you were in love, 3 children together. I understand, older man, temptation in the house, young pretty woman, but he also has a wife in the house.
That's right.
So, it was just a bad situation.
It's like a little Tyler Perry type story, aka BET type thing right there, which shouldn't have happened. Very bad situation.
Later on, I don't know, maybe 5-6 months later, after she tried to sue your dad for child support, your dad ended up passing.
Yes, sir.
So you suffered a loss there. How did you feel about that?
So during that time right there, that loss hit me like, wow. I'm like, what is going on? Like, this shouldn't be going this way either. I mean, that's the age past, and that's gone way too far out of control. But I usually, see all the time. Father to look up to, my loss. So now that my father is gone, so ain't nothing I can do about bringing him back. See his younger son still being brave in this world. So whichever comes out, just take forward and let life spoil you a little bit, and move forward to the future, whatever your future brings to you.
Well, I'm glad you stayed strong, because that's lost. And right after that, 3 months later, your brother died. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, that's another blow to the family and stuff. That my brother, he up there.
You covered that, show a picture of your brother. Covered that way.
Yeah, this is my.
So this is Mike.
This is my brother.
Which played in the CCB
Critical Condition Band in Washington, D.C., which is a famous band from 2003. The band,
yeah, you can tell me something about. So how'd that make you feel? It was like loss after loss after loss.
Yeah, so that's 2 losses in one household. When we lost my brother Mike, our hearts felt heavy when we found that he wasn't with us no more. So that situation right there, when it happened like how it is, he would be still here, just like my father would be still here. If, how they wouldn't carry this over to go too soon.
And how old was Mike when he passed?
Mike was 44, because he's 45 now. And my father was 74, and he's 75. He's going on 76, and Mike is going on 46.
Okay.
So
they both died young.
Total loss. Yeah. Too soon. Gone too soon.
And then right after that, state took your children. How did that make you feel?
I think that was before.
Oh, before? Okay.
That was before. That was 2018. Really happened in 2018. My company I was working at, I was getting myself off of work. I was signing out. I was on my way home. I got a phone call about me to come and see about taking custody of my kids for myself. Something to that matter. I said, nah, I'm going to wait and see what will happen, how it plays out. So I didn't want to see what they wanted, so I just played it like it's not going, like I'm not going to see them no more, something like that. So I prepared myself next day for work, and nothing happened really. So just the state just adopted them to other families like that.
So, was anything what went wrong there? Like, was it something she done that got them taken? Was it you not responding? Did that get them took? Or?
I think it was kind of like both ways. She said this, say that, and maybe I responded, but I didn't respond according to what they wanted to, because I had other things to do and think about before I made my decision to, move forward to make, things better,
So how old were they, when the state took them?
Okay.
Each one of them?
Well, the oldest, Heaven, she was, like, 2018, she was, because she's 14 now, maybe 12. And Angel, she's 12, 13, maybe 12. She was, I guess, maybe 9 or 10.
And Casimir?
Casimir, he was like maybe, 2018, 7 or 8 years old. Because he's born 2015. So 2015, 15, 16, 17, 18. He was like 4 years old around that time right there.
That had to be,
Yeah.
you know, that had to hurt, you know, losing your children, back-to-back losses. You're strong to still be in the right state of mind.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So, are they in like temporary foster care or what?
Right now, I have no information about what's going on that part or where they are. So,
Well, I tell you what, we're gonna try to locate them to see what you can do to fight to get them back. When was the last time you talked to your kid's mother?
around 2019 or 2018.
Okay, well, we're gonna see if we can. Hopefully, by the next video, we're gonna see if we can find her, find out where the children are, get you into, you know, a good financial state where you can, you know, be able to see the children on the weekend or something, and eventually get them back.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll pause right. All right, so to the viewers, if anyone wants to give Leon any type of job leads or help him locate his family that's in temporary foster care or whatever, feel free to reach him.
Hit me up on my Facebook page, Leon Abram, LeonAbrahm. That's my Facebook page.
Okay, so thanks for sharing your story, Leon. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. We out.